The Belmont Public Schools English Learners Department is inviting parents to be part of the new English Learners Parents Advisory Council, or ELPAC. BMC's Mike Crowley hosted Lindsey Rinder, the head of this department, to tell us more.
Tell us just a little bit about sort of the magnitude of how many English language learners we have and how this new parents group came about.
Sure. We're really fortunate in Belmont to have a very international community. In fact, about a quarter of students in the Belmont Public Schools report that they speak a language other than English primarily in their homes.
That's interesting. And that's sort of beyond English language learners,
exactly.
Right?
So that's telling us we have a really bilingual or multilingual town.
Mm-hmm.
And about 8%, a little more than 8% of students in the Belmont Public Schools are classified as English learners, which means that they're still working toward full proficiency in speaking, listening, reading, and writing. That's much higher at the elementary level.
Mm-hmm.
It's between 15 or even 25%, depending on the school, of the elementary population. And then there's really only a handful of kids, English learners, in the high school. And some of that is because over half of our students were born here, our English learners.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they're coming from multilingual homes where they've been learning their home languages up until they enter school, and then they're starting to learn more English, either in a preschool setting or when they come to us.
And what are some of the top foreign languages that are the sort of home languages of our English language learners?
Sure. So 27% of our English learners speak Chinese at home, usually the Mandarin language. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's really just reflective of what a large population China has. About a sixth of the world's population is Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
And then the most common other languages are Portuguese, Japanese, Spanish, French, and Korean.
Okay.
And about 6 or 7% of our English learners speak one of those, each of those languages is spoken by 6 to 7% of our English learner population.
How did this new parents group come about, and what are some of the challenges that it's hoping to deal with?
So we're really excited to be starting the ELPAC. This is a group that's very similar to the current Special Education Parent Advisory Council, or the CPAC. Mm-hmm. And the state passed legislation in the 2017-18 school year called the Look Act, or Language Opportunities for Our Kids. And that piece of legislation had a number of great changes that they put in place to help support language development for all of our students, not just our English learners. Mm-hmm. One of those is the ELPAC. So the ELPAC is a parent group that's intended to provide a parent network that's parent-led, parent-run, so that English learner parents or the parents of English learners can provide support to each other, but also so they have an action network.
Okay.
So if there are issues that they want to learn more about, bringing speakers, for example, to our community to talk about the benefits of bilingualism. If there are concerns they have, for example, homeschool communication is often difficult. They have suggestions for how we might be able to make things better. So one of their roles is to advise the school district, including myself, including the school committee, on how we might best meet the needs and really maximize the strengths of our English learner students.
How many meetings have you had so far, and how can people learn about the new parents group and get involved?
We would love to have as many families involved as possible. Voting members are the parents of English learners, but anyone from the public is welcome to attend meetings if they are interested in multilingualism. We have had one meeting so far at the Winbrook School. Our next meeting is going to be at the Chenery School on December 11th, that's a Wednesday,
right,
at 6 o'clock, and we would love to see as many people there as possible. You can learn more about this by going to the main webpage of the Belmont Public Schools website and looking for information about the ELPAC.
Well, thank you so much, Lindsey, and I'm confident that the new parents group will be a great success. And thank you so much for coming in to talk with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.